Just 2 days ago, I announced to all of you that Space Station Gaming is now going to be representing inside a Clash of Clans. The next day, the following day, Space Station Gaming takes on One Hive Prime in the EWU tournament and wins, moving forward, being the top 4. Let's look at the strategies that they used to dominate in this war. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, back inside of Clash of Clans today for a second video of the day because this one is very special. I wanted to give a little bit of love to the players within this war. Jethro, Bruin, Lost John, Zach, and Kronos crushing it, coming in with 4 100% attacks or in this war, which is pretty crazy stuff, winning 14-12. Like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys 4 of these attacks, the 4 3-stars today. Some of them really unique strategies, guys. Before we go any further, though, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. We got daily Clash of Clans for you right here, and oftentimes 2 videos a day. Crazy. We just clash all day long. Let's take a look at the first attack done by Zach. This is going to be one of the more meta strategies right now, and well, it's that hybrid strategy, guys. It is dominant right now at Town Hall 13. Although I can't master it myself, I'm here to do media, not to compete and be one of the best. Coming in with that battle blimp, starting things out right over the Inferno Tower. It's going to go down. Clear out that compartment. The Inferno Tower will go down, and that was a clutch beginning to this attack, helping establish the funnel, allowing for the queen to do her walk effectively without having to worry about dealing with a single target Inferno, because they could be a little bit difficult to deal with. Baby Dragon up top with that Coco Loon in front, making sure that the Baby Dragon does survive. Actually, a couple of balloons right there. So a really solid funnel is being set right now with balloons, Baby Dragon, the Battle Blimp, and the Queen charge. In addition to that, we had a little semi-lore from the clan castle. Wall breaker coming in and opening up that wall. Looks like that may have been a super wall breaker. And man, they are just super valuable, guys. They are the only wall breakers I could actually get to work inside of the game. But now the queen is gonna step up, and this is where value is going to happen. She's gonna be raged up, take out clan castle troops, the scatter shot, the enemy queen, and Expo. This is crazy strong. Those scatter shots are brutal inside of Clash of Clans at Town Hall 13, so the queen being able to step up inside of that compartment and take it out is clutch. Same thing with having to deal with the enemy queen. All while this is happening, the queen now frozen from the ice golem, the miners and hogs are storming the top of the base while the king funnels down towards the western side of the base. The queen's not done yet, though. She has to still head on up and try to take out that eagle artillery to stop raining down on those hogs and on those miners. Queen's abilities popped right there, and another rage spell dropped on top of her. She's going to continue through. Down is going to go the eagle. Bam, there it goes. And check it out. I love how a couple of those healers decided to join up with the miners and the hog riders, keeping them alive. So our queen is down, and the rest of the hogs, miners, are getting a little bit of healer support. Down to 1 healer left in the attack. Utilizing the rage spell, notice the Royal Champion's ability is still intact on this one, and they are going to push through. With the Grand Warden from afar shooting at those defenses, Royal Champion being tanked by the miners and the hog riders. Again, the ability still intact. Not much is left in this base. It looks like Zach was feeling great at this point in the attack, knowing that he was going to pull in the 3-star. Time wasn't an issue. Tons of troops left on the attack, and well, the Royal Champion right now being a boss. What a great addition to Town Hall 13, having that new champion. And there it is, the first triple of the war. But guys, that's not it, because we talked about there being 4 out of a 5 attack war. 4 3-stars is insane. And let's see what Boone has to show right here. And this is a crazy attack. Bat spells at Town Hall 13. We just don't see that anymore. It's a bit of a Yeti smash with a bit of a bat slap on the back end of it. And let's see how this one goes down. Starting off with that Grand Warden walk. We have the balloon coming in, making sure that there's no air mine to take down any of those healers. And a balloon up top. I don't know, maybe doing the same thing, maybe setting a bit of a funnel. There we go. The Grand Warden walk is so valuable. The Warden, the cool thing about this walk is you can get the Warden going wherever he wants to go, and then he'll get pulled back into the majority of your troops when they're dropped in the attack. Whereas the Queen, she sometimes is going to have a mind of her own and go in her own direction. So really love the addition of the Warden walk rather than a Queen walk. We're seeing that happen more often than not now at Town Hall 13. The King is coming in, setting the funnel. The Yeti is assisting up in the north as well with that funnel, and check it out. Good value from that King. Literally, that King is just being used for funneling purposes. No use of him diving into the base, just funneling. A wall wrecker, something else you don't see very often coming on in with all of the Yeti. Notice the composition is all bat spells and rage and freeze and poison. There is no jump. There is no quad quake. So you kind of have to get on into the base with the Wrecker. But also inside of the Wrecker, there are a couple of those super wall breakers, which are just unbelievable, as I mentioned in that previous attack. They're going to even, I believe, open up possibly. It's hard to see what's going on in the core there, guys. But it looks like they may be doing a little bit of work on the inside of the base as well. Now, as those troops dive deeper into the base, take out some of those splash damage defenses, wizard towers, scatter shots. We're going to see the bat spells come in from, I believe it was the western side. Did you see those Yetimite hop over the wall and take out the wizard tower? Clutch moment right there. 2 freeze spells in the composition. The bat wave is coming in, and we are going to see a freeze spell on top of that wizard tower and of the eagle artillery. Clutch value. And this is a cool thing about right now. We're seeing a lot of people no longer attack with bats at Town Hall 13 because of the implementation of the scatter shots. So base designing has kind of caught up to that. No one has to really worry about defending against bats. So that may mean that some bases are more vulnerable to bats because no one's really defending against it because it's not meta, it's not strong right now. But Boone was able to figure out a way to get the bat spell value on this attack, utilizing only 2 freeze spells to protect those bats. They did go down to the wizard tower towards the tail end of the base, but they pushed through from the west all the way down towards the south beautifully. And now we have healers, we have a queen, we have a warden, we have the Yeti, and plenty of troops to clean up everything left. Plus, again, that Royal Champion, being a boss, jumping over walls, being the hero that she deserves to be at Town Hall 13. That is 2 of the 4 attack strategies that we're looking at today. Actually, 3 attack strategies, 4 total attacks. Let's get into the third one because this is a top list after all. Kronos coming in on this attack, and what do you know? Is this a Lalo attack? What? People don't Lalo anymore at Town Hall 13 because of those scatter shots. It just makes it so difficult. But Kronos does, and he's going to show you how he does it. Now, obviously, guys, the attacks that we're looking at today are really planned out in depth. We're talking about high-level Clash of Clans, not just on ladder, jumping into a base and YOLOing it, diving on in and doing your best. They get to look at this base, they get some time, and they plan together as a team and can figure out how to 3-star these bases. How is the base vulnerable? What troop compositions can they make specific for this base? Look at that queen. She uses her ability on that Inferno tower. She's going to get massive value from the Inferno and then from the scatter shot. From the Sui Lalo, really great value. Now we have a bunch of Skelly spells coming out from up top. And look at this. The Town Hall's going down. Is that 2 super sneaky goblins? Yes, it was. The goblins took down the Town Hall on their own because you need to make sure, if nothing else, that you at least get the 2-star in these wars. You cannot get a 1-star because if you do, well, that's just it's bad news. You're not going to be happy at the end of the day, and neither is your team. So you need to secure the 2-star. Always have that back door, back pocket, figure out that way to make sure you get the 2. And the sneaky goblins were able to get it done. Grand Warden's ability being used over that scatter shot. The balloons are going to take it down, freezing the eagle artillery. Lalo is not dead right now, guys. Coming out of Space Station Gaming, Kronos is showing you how it's done with a beautiful, beautiful Lalo attack. I think part of my favorite part of this attack were those sneaky goblins. Now remember, you could only use those special troops unless they're out of a clan castle every other week, which kind of throws a wrench in everything. It makes everything just kind of weird, you know? I mean, I think the 2 most valuable troops that you're going to get out of the 4 super troops right now are the sneaky goblins because of that Town Hall surge, and those super wall breakers because they are just really OP at opening up the walls. But I'll tell you what, I am so excited that every single attack was not just a straight up meta attack strategy today with this victory over One Hive Prime. Kronos, Space Station Gaming, 3 different attacks, 3 different strategies. Now we have the 4th attack, which is a repeat of that hybrid strategy that we saw earlier on in today's video. And also, guys, first of all, if you haven't subbed, sub the channel. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more high-end competitive Clash of Clans in the channel, you need to let me know, because I don't focus on the high-end 13 stuff much anymore. It seems that most of you like the lower level stuff, but if you like this, let me know. As community manager of Space Station Gaming for Clash of Clans, along with my homie Klaus, I am going to be able to bring you some of the best Clash of Clans coming out of Space Station Gaming. So let me know if you're interested in seeing this competitive stuff. All right, advertisement over. Check out this queen charge going into the base, taking out that single target Inferno Tower. Jethro at a SSG coming in again, gonna get that value, the single target Inferno, as well as that scatter shot. Now the scatter shot is doing some good damage, and these skeletons are definitely gonna tie up that queen for a moment. Will she get the scatter shot first? She will not. The skeletons distracted her enough, so really good defensive use of those skeletons right by the scatter, but she's able to push her way through. Her ability is still intact. The king is no longer, he's out of the attack. Job well done, and he took down the Royal Champion on defense, which is great. Now we're dealing with a Lalo clan castle. That witch as well, but is in the poison spell, which is good. Now the queen is going to clean up all of those pups, along with the help of our minion to help our healers stay safe, not lose any of that healer health. Queen's Rage is doing good, and we have the hybrid coming in from up top. Just enough of the corner of the western side of the base was taken down, so the miners and the hogs could path straight on through into the rest of this base. Now you guys may be asking, why is Space Station Gaming, they just got a Clash team, how are they already going on to the final 4 of this event? And if you guys did miss my last video, well, first of all, you could go check it out, it's on the channel, but they were Lost Meta Gaming. Lost Meta Gaming teamed up, partnered up with myself and Space Station Gaming to become Space Station Gaming. And well, that's how that all happened, in case you missed that video on how that all happened. And Jethro, the #1 from this war, coming on in and cleaning up what's left. Now the queen did go down, and I usually hate seeing the queen go down in attacks. It's just, you know, you don't want to see the girl go down. But the healers are now going to go up and heal up that Royal Champion, which is going to allow her to dive over some walls. But she is, oh no, she's getting hit up by that Inferno Tower. Good thing that we have miners behind, and she almost got it done, almost. But now, the cool thing about queen charges on ground attacks are that those healers, if the queen goes down, can then heal up other troops within the attack, such as the miners or the hogs. Jethro pulling it in, and on the backs of these gorgeous attacks, we had a victory over One Hive Prime. Moving on to the final 4. 97%. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Remember, I am live streaming Clash of Clans Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on D Live. The links to that are in the description of this video. And if you don't want to see me, or if you want to see someone on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my homie Klaus is streaming then, same time on those other days. So that's Clash of Clans 5 days a week for you on D Live. I hope to see you guys come through. I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out this one. It's going to tell you the story of Space Station Gaming. Take it easy, guys, and be good.